Someone was not supposed to release this. Sources close to the Froch camp have just leaked footage that was never meant to go public, and the internet has completely lost its mind. We are talking hundreds of thousands of views overnight. No official announcement, no press release, nothing from either team. Just raw, unfiltered footage that is dropped out of nowhere and is now being shared by everyone from hardcore boxing fans to people who haven't watched a fight in years. All of them saying the same thing in the comments. This changes everything. And it all traces back to one moment. One confrontation between Carl Froch and Darren Till at a Misfits event that got very real, very fast. Stick around because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what is in that footage and exactly why it has set the internet on fire. Before we get into what leaked, you need to understand the full story of how we even got here. Because none of this exists without one specific moment that nobody saw coming. Darren Till showed up to a recent Misfits event and spotted Carl Froch sitting ringside. And this was not a staged call-out for the cameras. Till walked straight over, grabbed the microphone, and in front of thousands of people pointed directly at Froch and told him flat out that he would knock him out cold. The crowd went absolutely nuclear. The energy in that building shifted instantly. And Froch's response became one of the most talked about moments in the Misfits scene all year. He sat there, eating an apple, completely still, did not stand up, did not flinch, did not engage, just watched Till with the cold, unbothered expression of a man who has been in the ring with the best super middleweights of a generation and genuinely does not feel threatened by a former UFC middleweight calling him out over a microphone. That clip alone got shared everywhere, but most people wrote it off. Two guys playing to the crowd, nothing real behind it. Keep scrolling. Then the interviews started leaking out. Froch back in the gym, Rob McCracken giving the green light, Eddie Hearn re-entering the picture, the powers that be quietly confirming behind closed doors that this fight can genuinely happen. And now this footage has dropped, and suddenly everyone who dismissed this as theater is scrambling to reassess. Now here is what is actually in this footage, and why it has traveled so fast without a single official post from either camp. Sources close to Froch's training circle have said this was never meant to be released publicly. This was internal, private gym session footage, not produced, not polished, not lit for Instagram. Just Froch, working. And what you are seeing in that footage is not what people expected from a man who has been retired for over a decade. The jab is sharp. The movement is lateral and controlled. The combinations are landing with a snap that you do not fake on pads. This is not a 48-year-old hitting a bag in a hotel gym for content. This is a fighter who looks like he has never stopped. Now on the Till side, the footage circulating comes from inside the Misfits ring and from sparring clips that sources close to his team have allowed to quietly surface. Back-to-back knockouts against Anthony Taylor and Darren Stewart. Power in both hands. Decent movement for a big man from a southpaw stance. And an aggression level that does not switch off between rounds. This is not a celebrity having a go. This is a former UFC title challenger who has transitioned into boxing and looks more dangerous every single time he steps through the ropes. Put both clips side by side, and you immediately understand why the comments are saying what they are saying. Because this stops being a mismatch conversation instantly. Now Froch has seen everything Till has put out. The confrontation, the knockouts, the sparring clips, and his response has been exactly what you would expect from a four-time world champion Hall of Famer who has never been knocked out in his professional career. He watched the Masvidal footage of Till getting sparked out cold and said it plainly. Imagine what a professional boxer at his level does with a right hand landing clean on that same chin. He called it game over, wipeout, done in seconds. His core argument is one that is very difficult to disagree with. Strip an MMA fighter of his grappling, his kicks, his elbows, his chokes, and you have removed 70% of everything that made him dangerous. All he has left is his hands. And Froch has spent his entire career learning how to break men whose whole identity is built around their hands. He says he jabs Till's head off. walks him onto a right hand, dominates the body. He put himself at 1-10 favorite. The bookies have him at 1-5, and Froch thinks that still does not reflect the reality of what happens in that ring.
Not me now fighting him. Do you think it's a stupid idea? Do you think I could win? Do you think it's possible? Do you see any of these crossover fights? Because
yeah, I see this crossover fight because I don't think UFC fighters have good hands when it comes to boxing. Boxers grow up boxing. They're used to distance with the hands, used to movement.
That's all they're using.
Yeah. So for him, you know, all of a sudden I want to be a boxer. I think it's going to be more difficult for him. So you have a good chance.
This particular guy's only 33 years old. Bit bigger than me, 6'1", heavier. So bigger, heavier, potentially probably not stronger than me. I'm a machine.
Yeah.
I'm like genetically gifted and all that.
And it only takes one punch. And they're not good defensive fighters anyway. They go for the okey doke. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Give him one of those.
Give him a little feint.
Yeah.
Couple of feints, good foot movement, walk him into a shot.
Yeah.
Probably dominate him with a jab.
They don't know about body shots either.
So what are you thinking? Easy work for the Cobra?
Easy work for the Cobra. Can I be your coach, please?
Jump in the corner, man. Easy money for the Lewis machine.
Yeah. I want to be his coach.
Let's have a
All right.
man.
Just go out there and knock him out.
Here is where it gets genuinely interesting, though. Because the leaked footage is not one-sided, and that is exactly why it has gone as viral as it has. The serious argument being made in the comments, by analysts, by people inside the sport, is not that Till outboxes Froch. Nobody is claiming that. The argument is that ring rust is brutal, and it does not care about Hall of Fame plaques. Froch has not been punched in the face by someone trying to knock him out since 2014. That chin, as legendary as it is, has not been genuinely tested in over a decade, and Till's power is not something you can prepare for on pads alone after years away from live combat. One analyst put it bluntly across social media after the footage dropped. 10 years ago, Froch dismantles Till without breaking a sweat, but 10 years changes a man, whether he admits it or not. The reflexes slow by fractions.
You're not coming back though?
Potentially.
I've seen that Darren Till thing, yeah.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Darren Till?
I thought Darren Till would beat you.
Yeah.
Too young and fresh.
You think?
Do you think?
I think I'd jab his head off.
No,
Easy work for the
genuinely.
Cobra.
Do you actually think you'd beat
Genuinely, I just think, get behind the jab, you won't get near me, I'll walk him into a shot.
Do you actually
Fucking
believe
gone.
that? Genuinely?
Genuinely believe it.
You think? I just think he's too big and too young.
Well, you entitled to your opinion. You can
Do you
think,
think- no,
you can think what you want. Like,
genuinely.
I respect your opinion, but me personally, the level I've been at in professional boxing, you're
Do you
asking,
think he's any good?
you're asking the MMA fighter to stop using his feet, stop
Yeah.
using his headlock, stop using
Yeah.
his chokes, stop. I'm taking away 70% of his arsenal, his artillery, and all he's got now is his hands. He's not a bad striker.
No.
Till's a mismatch. Like, honestly,
I'm
it's
not-
just whether I can be
I
arsed.
know it's his channel, but
And
I can't lie.
Till's not a big enough name. He's not done anything. If he does something, and then
What would
people
you
are like,
get-
"Oh, I know who
what
Darren
would you
Till
get
is."
paid? What would you get paid?
I don't
to
know.
box him?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
reckon? What
It'd
would
be
you
on
do it
pay
for?
per view, wouldn't it?
What would you do it for? How much?
It'd take a lot to get me out of
How
retirement.
much? You got some money though,
How
yeah?
much would it take?
Have you got money?
I've
lot
got
of
a few
money.
quid. Yeah,
How
it depends
much?
what you think.
How much?
Just Google my net worth. They're not far off with their estimate.
The timing shifts, and those fractions at this level are the difference between slipping a shot cleanly and eating it flush. Till is 32 years old, carrying serious power, and by every account does not care about the money or the occasion. He just wants to fight. That mentality, combined with what the leaked sparring footage shows, makes him considerably more dangerous than the casual fan is giving him credit for. This leaked footage has done in 48 hours what months of call-outs, interviews, and viral moments could not. It has made this fight feel inevitable. It has made both men look genuinely dangerous, and it has given the British combat sports world a real reason to believe that when these two finally stand across from each other at a press conference, it will be the most electric build-up this country has seen since Wembley Stadium 2015. Drop a comment below right now. After seeing this footage, who are you putting your money on? And do you actually think this gets made before the end of the year? Because from where things stand right now, it is looking closer than ever.